we've got a tight 8 minute long set from Rob Schneider. Let's go. Okay? This is some real conservative comedy. And look, you might think that like conservatives just can't do comedy. You might think that. But buckle up, folks, because Rob Schneider is here to do some truth bombs. All right? Truth bombs. And if you don't like it, you just can't handle the truth, all right? You're just a woke snowflake liberal, all right? If you don't enjoy this comedy, you are just a liberal. You know what? You might even be a filthy communist. Okay, so right off the bat, I do want to say I haven't watched this, and so I was woefully underprepared for the abomination that he appears to be wearing. It's like he skinned a seal that was caught in an oil slick. What the hell is he wearing?
Thank you so much. Oh, so they got a new woman on The View. Have you heard? Jimmy Kimmel is going to join the cast. How are you? Thank you so much for being out here. Appreciate it. We'll tell you,
I'm sorry, man. What are you wearing? Okay, look. Imagine for a moment you are Rob Schneider. You're gonna go perform at CPAC. You're gonna be, in front of the real America's Voice the curtain. You've got Newsmax signs around you. The lights are hitting you, and you think to yourself when you blearily wake up out of whatever alcohol-induced haze you have enjoyed the previous night, like you think to yourself, I want to look good. I want to look good. And so you reach for your something I can only describe as like the vomit of like a Mardi Gras drag queen that has only eaten glitter. Like someone who found like an edible glitter tin and just ate the entire thing, vomited it out onto clothing. And you're like, this is a bold choice. I'm gonna do this. But you know what I really need? To really top off this outfit, I need my sensible, black, unremarkable shoes to go with this absolute drug-induced suit design that I'm gonna go with. And you know what else? Just to make myself look a little bit dignified, I'm gonna wear a gray hat. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's a part of me that does not hate this suit. But that part of me is intensely angered by the drab and plain choices of footwear and hatwear when, like, I can very easily see this exact outfit being worn by a goddamn queen out on the town. Okay? Like, this outfit worn by a queen with better shoes and a way bigger hat.
If you put a dolphin sticker on him, it would make a Tintin Lisa Frankfurter from the 90s.
I can see it. I can fucking see it. Rob Schneider just emerging dramatically from the ocean, doing like a backflip, and for whatever reason, his lower half is a mermaid. I can see it. But like, also, you guys can see what I mean by like, this outfit would be saved by a much bigger hat.
The suit doesn't even fit. He doesn't have the juice to pull it off.
I mean, that's true. He didn't even bother getting this tailored, which I do have to say. Look, I understand normal folks not going and getting their clothing tailored. But when you're somebody who has just millions and millions and millions of dollars from Adam Sandler's bank account rolling around in your own bank account, why aren't you getting your clothes tailored? You know? Like, why aren't you doing that? Now, the other thing I have to say is that I hope you all understand that when I say, like, a much bigger hat, would save this outfit, I do mean like a much bigger hat. I'm talking like a hat like this that like matches the color of the suit. Obviously, this is not the correct color, but if it was, like a massive flamboyant hat would save this particular look, as long as you had the proper footwear to go along with it. You know, like you have to have the confidence of what's the oh god, what's his name? This is the exact energy that would save Rob Schneider's outfit, and ironically, Rob Schneider hates everything about this. You know, Rob Schneider aspires to have queer fashion, but like cannot actually pull it off. And it's why he's so salty about the LGBTQs. You know, like if his outfit was worn well with this kind of confidence and this kind of vision, it would work. Okay? Lil Nas X at the 2022 VMA red carpet, by the way, just as an FYI.
Something happened when I was able to get lunch. I just got off the plane from Europe. And
why is he talking like someone who just like wandered onto the stage? Like, I just got off the plane from Europe and now I'm here. What's going on? Oh, my name's... You got my name behind me. I gotta catch a plane in like 15 minutes, so, how you doing, everybody?
we went out to a plane.
God, okay. I'm seeing Amadeus Mozart saying Lil Nas X should steal the fit.
Unironically, the metrosexual movement was more genuine and better pulled off.
Than Rob Schneider's outfit? Absolutely. Metrosexuals, like, were 1000% way better dressed. Okay. Also, hello, Caroline Kwan Raiders. Welcome, everybody. My name's Riverboat Jack. I talk about the news and politics. So obviously, we're covering Rob Schneider's set from CPAC. I'm a socialist, trans lady, she, her pronouns. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Make yourself cozy. Come on in. Get yourself a drink and a snack. Lil Nas X should rescue the suit. Look, Lil Nas X could save this suit. I do believe it. However, I do think that Lil Nas X is better than this suit. Okay? Come on. Like, he's better than this suit. All I'm saying is, if somebody were to look at this suit and to say, I want to pull it off, they would need to wear it with confidence. It would need to be tailored. It would need to be someone who's not Rob Schneider, who, again, appears to be drunk in an airport while doing this set. And I know it's not at an airport. He just has that airport energy, right? He turned a flashy Porsche wrap into a suit. Yeah, fun fact, one of the first comedians ever to do that. Not the only one, but one of the first. Again, the accessorizing on this really bothers me, but I've talked too much about his outfit.
He's here in town in Dallas, and the waiter was a little nervous. And I said to him, you know, and he's a Mexican guy. And I said, are you okay? You know, and he said, Mr. Schneider, I'm just a little nervous because I am not here legally. And I'm afraid that ICE is going to take me back to Mexico. And I felt like, wow, that's awful. Because these are the people that we want in this country. You know, people are working really hard. Then he completely screwed up my lunch. He was like, get this guy out of here. You can't screw up lunch. That's the most important meal of the day.
Wow, we've got some really hard-hitting comedy here. Really contemporary. Definitely not engaging in age-old racist stereotypes that would have, like, even look, even by like a 1920s stand-up routine done for the KKK, this would have been considered old and like shitty. Like, can we just like be real? Like, even if you were a stand-up comedian in front of the KKK and cracking jokes like this, they all would have been like, "Oh, we've heard that like 20 times today. Get new material, boo!" Like, it's really pathetic. The joke is we're demons. Yeah, the joke is, maybe look, guys, maybe I'm being unfair to Rob Schneider's brilliant commentary here, okay? Maybe he's really making fun of conservative comedians with his jokes. Maybe he's just like, look at us, we're all hateful pieces of shit. Ho. Maybe he's really breaking ground. He's gone undercover. This is just like a deep, long play of comedy to see, how this all goes.
My favorite,
Oh my god, there's a fucking child right in front of the camera. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god, I didn't know people brought their children to CPAC. I literally didn't think they let you in if you were under the age of like 63. Oh no.
My favorite thing, my favorite comedy,
Is he holding a knockoff Woody from Toy Story? What fever dream world do conservatives live in? Run, boy. Now's your chance.
Does Instagram Mexican guys crying? Have you seen that? It's pretty funny. Please, El Presidente.
Yeah. Nothing's funnier than minorities in tears. This is so much worse than I thought it would be. It's CPAC, you know why the child is here? No! God.
Presidente Trump, don't take my mother-in-law back to Mexico. She's not here legally, please. Her name is Maria Reyes Gonzalez. She lives at 311 Nelson Avenue. She's 4'11", 293 pounds. She's there right now. I'll help you pack her shit. So anyway, I will say...
God, how many horse tranquilizers do you think he did before getting on stage? That seems to be a recurring number tonight, but let's just say 5. Because, like, dude does not seem like he's okay. Maybe the open, naked bigotry is really weighing on him, Oh boy, a crappy rehash of the I hate my mother-in-law joke. Wait a minute. There are jokes about how people hate their in-laws? What groundbreaking comedy is this? What is it? 6000 BC?
I do not believe that Somalia is sending us their best. We're not getting the engineers, the doctors, the lawyers. If they have any in Somalia, we're not getting any. He seems to be...
Can I just say, like, if I were to be a judge of the quality of comedy at CPAC, which I am, that's what we're doing here. Can I just say, if you're not making this guy laugh, you're literally you're not even clearing the lowest possible bar. This guy is just over here dissociating.
Getting the not very good ones. Pirates, I know. And who wants their babies babysat by Somalian people? I mean, didn't anybody see Captain Phillips with Tom Hanks? They're pirates. A lot, not saying all, most. Not saying all. But that just goes to show you what an incredible country that we live in.
Okay, look. I have not seen Captain Phillips. My main exposure to this film is the meme, obviously, the I'm the Captain Now meme. I don't think any part of the Captain Phillips movie was trying to send a message about how Somalia people shouldn't watch your kids. I'm utterly baffled by this. What is this for Nick Shirley? I bet it was for Nick Shirley. Like Nick Shirley was at CPAC. Maybe 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 Nick Shirley and, Schneider met up at the horse tranquilizer dealership. I don't know. I don't know how this works. He's telling racist jokes to racists and he's still bombing hard. Yeah, he is. It's kind of beautiful to see, in a way, like in the sick, twisted way of as somebody who watches a lot of conservative talking head folks. It's nice to see, at the very least, his racism is just so unfunny to these people that like only one or two people in the crowd are really even trying to engage with him.
People can come over here. They don't even have to be legal. From Somalia, they can just come over here, marry their brother, and then open up a Leering Center, and the next thing you know, no, it's incredible. How rich is this country where Somalians could be stealing billions of dollars from us, and we don't even notice? How incredible.
I mean, at least as rich as Adam Sandler, am I right, folks?
It was like, imagine you can have $100,000 in your pocket and it just goes missing. You go, oh, I don't know, I got another 100,000 over here. This is going to sound terrible, maybe a little racist, so I won't say it.
I can't get over the fact that we now know there's like a child right below the frame who's like listening to this, you know? Also, like, you haven't even gotten to your racist material, man? Is this Netflix? Yeah, you look, after the Dave Chappelle train, Netflix is really, really hurting for their stand-up.
Because you guys are all filming this. But let me see. I had some points. I just got back from Hungary, where
it's nice
Hungarian
to see American bombing in a way that kills from boredom.
This was actually, back in the 70s, the CIA did a lot of experiments with the tactical comedian bombings, and they were never able to successfully weaponize it until today, where it has now, of course, been utilized on American soil, meaning we have to go to war with ourselves.
Donald Trump, Viktor Orban is there. He's a great guy. And
yeah, you're all America first, right? Anyway, let's all clap like trade seals for Hungarian Donald Trump.
It's an amazing free country, and it doesn't have the what the rest of Western Europe has. They've managed to keep that country free, and I hope.
Okay, genuine question: how much money do you think the Viktor Orban government gave to Rob Schneider? Genuine question, right? I'm guessing like $5 million. None. He does it for free. I bet he got paid like moderate Adam Sandler money, like Adam Sandler cameo money. You know. Well, keep in mind, guys, Hungary under Viktor Orban, and this is one of the real big reasons why Viktor Orban's defeat was a really big deal, because his political party spent more on political like messaging any other country in the entirety of the European Union. Like, they had a budget bigger for propagandizing in Hungary than like the entirety of political spending in like Germany. Like it's nuts. Yeah, at least $100 US in a Mexican Coke. True.
It maintains that way. So, and I did that, and I wrote some notes down. What else?
Bro, you've been talking for like 3 minutes. Are you already out of material? This is your job, man. That's nuts. Is that Brace Belden from TrueAnon in the crowd? Or the best part of this is that Brace Belden from TrueAnon is in the crowd and Schneider thinks he's a fan. Oh, dear.
Oh, the Chinese Bible that the government...
this guy...
of China puts in, the famous biblical quote of Jesus when he goes, they're about to stone this woman. And Jesus says, those who have committed no sin cast the first stone.
Dude, he's fucking struggling. When you all remember the Chinese Bible, that part, the Bible that they put it out in China, where it says, well, about the woman who's about to be stoned, Jesus says, 420, brah! Then they all have a good time together. That's in the Chinese Bible. That's right. It's so bad and stupid. The divorce energy is dripping off of him. That's actually the material of his suit. Believe it or not. If you check the tags, it says divorce material. Ironically enough, that is also the title on top of his stand-up jokes that he wrote for this set.
And so they all drop their stones. In the Chinese communist version, at the end, after Jesus says, "Ye who has not sinned, cast the first stone." After that, in the Chinese version, Jesus kills her himself. It's incredible. So
Jesus kills her himself, just like I'm killing this set. Nailed it. The joke, you guys don't get the joke? The joke is Chinese Bible. That's the joke. The joke is China Bible. China Bible. That's it.
Is that Nick Shirley over there? Nick? That is. Is that him?
God, he literally did this entire set for fucking Nick Shirley, man. Holy shit.
It's not. Oh, it's Alex Stein.
Just real quick. Just real quick. Just so you're all aware, okay? Alright? Real fucking quick. This is Alex Stein. Nick Shirley. And, this is Nick Shirley. Now, as you can tell, they do not look remotely alike. They look identical. Well, look, if you're Rob Schneider, they look exactly the same because Rob only sees race, all right? It's the only thing. He's a really hard time telling different white people apart because he only sees race. Also, to be fair, they are both similar in that they're both simultaneously the worst white guy you know. You know, like Alex Stein thinks that holograms did 9/11 and has a really disturbing bit on his show where he has a black man come out in chains and eat a banana out of his hands, and I'm not kidding. That's the thing he did. It's really fucking weird and gross, and he still has a show and is invited all these different places. Just as an FYI, that is real. And
I'm sorry, just have a banana. Just eat the banana. Eat the banana, it's gonna be okay. Eat the banana. Eat the banana. Stick it in your mouth. Stick it in your mouth. Stick it in your mouth.
Yeah, that's Ian Crossland from Tim Pool's show. Looking like even this is a bridge too far for him.
Stick it in your mouth. Stick it all the way in there. Get it in there. Get it in there. Get it all the way in. As deep as it'll go.
Yeah, I'm gonna not play the rest of this because it's really fucking gross. But yeah, anytime I hear Alex Stein, the two things that there are three things I associate. One, that clip. Two, hologram 9/11. And three, he's the guy who sexually harassed AOC multiple times. and he's really gross. And yet he continuously pops up in these conservative places like he's a normal guy. Yeah, he's really fucking gross. So just as an FYI, someone who can who's getting that guy mixed up with Nick Shirley, the guy who brought a bunch of masked goons into my city who then proceeded to kidnap and kill my neighbors. Yeah, both the worst white guy you know. Simultaneously, both of them are the worst white guy you know. Pretty normal for a conservative influencer, to be fair. That is fair. Like, this has become the norm for conservative influencers, and it's one of the reasons why, like, one of the number one things I think we need to demand of any kind of future Democratic presidential candidate is accountability. Like, there needs to be a wave of accountability for the freaks, frankly, who pushed ICE agents into our streets, who, you know, took this opportunity to just like grift their way across the world. I don't think fairness is even on the table anymore. I mean, I there just needs to be like a truth and reconciliation process, and that process might be years in the making, but we need to finish Reconstruction. That is my hot take. Reconstruction never ended, and we need to fucking finish it.
Okay, I can't see that, McGlenn.
Proof that Reconstruction wasn't successful and never finished. Rob Schneider in this god awful suit.
But yeah, so that's pretty remarkable. What else I wanted to tell you? Oh, Bill Gates.
Oh yeah, I need to look. My material's too good. I had to write it all down, guys. I never could contain it in my massively entertaining mind.
Came out that Jeffrey Epstein said in those papers that he's a very good source, by the way. I think a very believable source, Jeffrey Epstein. That Bill Gates apparently got STDs from Russian hookers, too. Yeah, the guy yells out over there. And then he tried to get Jeffrey Epstein to get him some antibiotics so he could sneak them into his wife.
I mean, I'm like, his comedy's just so bad. Reconstruction 2 is only a spicy take among Dem elites. Most of the base seems to agree at this point. I would say the vast majority of the Democratic base is way beyond like Reconstruction 2.0. Like that Reconstruction 2.0 is the compromise position. Like, I don't know, like I've gone to some of these No Kings protests, and I could tell you, like, the Deborahs and the Debbies out there holding signs are like one bad day away from like starting to quote like the, you know, like the French Revolution. Like they're like one bad day away from like handcrafting a guillotine to set up in their local coffee shop. You know, like Reconstruction 2 is the compromise position for sure.
Now that's terrible, but at least he had a plan. A lot of guys don't even have a plan. A lot of guys will go, I don't know how you got it. You know, maybe at Pilates. They never clean those things down over there, you know? Those yoga pants, viruses can go right up your hoo-hoo. You never know.
What are you talking about, man? You should be washing your yoga... Do you not wash your yoga pants? Just sitting around in your pee-pee poo-poo pants, Rob Schneider? Why are you doing this? Okay, look, cards on the table, everybody. I wanted to try and look cool in front of the hundreds of people that came in earlier, but I do have to say, right before you guys came in, someone in chat shared a story about how, as a 911 operator, they had multiple calls about people who shoved Barbie dolls up their asses. And I just have to say, when we learned that the record for number of Barbie dolls shoved up a man's ass was 5, which is altogether, in my opinion, too many. 5 too many, in fact. I honestly didn't pause to think that people like Rob Schneider exist in the world. Because, like, when I sit back and I think, Who on earth is sitting around trying to see how many Barbie dolls they can shove up their ass? I just was like, well, no one would do that. And now I'm seeing Rob Schneider clearly fucked up on something. And seeing this comedy, it's very clear to me that Rob Schneider is that man. Rob Schneider is Barbie Spelunker. coming this fall, 2026. The next Adam Sandler series. It's going to be 5 films. One for each Barbie. Oh, God.
Who gets to 4 and then goes, you know, I think I can fit one
No, but that's my question. Who gets to 1 and is like, I'm going to go for 2? Who's sitting around thinking, I'm going to see how many I can fit in my butt? Because, like, genuinely, who's sitting around being like, yeah, I could do 2?
Before you realize you have made a mistake.
It shouldn't even be a full Barbie. It's like that horror movie, The Descent. All right.
But women are too smart for that kind of stuff, guys. Women will never fall for that.
It's true. Women would never fall for shoving Barbies up their own asses. It's only the men.
No matter how, how clever you are. Honey, I just made you a new smoothie. Are you trying to sneak antibiotics into me because you got STDs from Russian hookers? That's how smart they are. So let me think what else I can say. It's kind of...
Dude, he couldn't even be bothered. He couldn't even be bothered to, like, do his job here. Anyway, I can't remember any of my other jokes. Let me check my old joke book here.
Distracting up here. Oh, yeah. Not that. I don't want to get in trouble. All right. What's...
Not, I can't do that one. That one would get me in trouble. Let's see here. What about this one? This one just says the N-word on it. That's the only thing I wrote on this piece of paper, the N-word. Nah, I don't want to get in trouble.
Get in trouble? No. I can do it. You can do it. Thank you. Well, are we gonna have, is Andrew Doyle here? We're gonna have a little talk. We're gonna ask some questions for people, have a little discussion. You guys want to do that now? Is Andrew here?
Dude, when did he come on stage? Like, when did he start telling jokes?
And we went out to a place here. I just got off the plane from Europe.
Whole or in parts? Also, do accessories count? Is someone shoving the 93 pink Mustang in there too?
I mean, definitely Rob Schneider. Look at his outfit. Like, it would match. But also, I have to imagine it's just the Barbie without the clothes, right? Like, you're not gonna... we're not going deeper into this discussion, unlike whoever shoved 5 Barbies up their ass. All right. So he starts doing comedy at like 20 seconds in, and then you're at like 6.
Distracting up here. Oh, yeah. Not that. I don't want to get in trouble. Do it. Are we going to have this discussion? You guys want to do that now? Are we going to do that, or are we going to do that after? You can do it. I already did it. You did it. And anyway, so let me see if I have something that I wanted to tell you. That was
I think he's only done like 3 minutes of actual attempts at comedy.
Oh, I'm going to come back up here with a couple of guys, and we'll go over some of the stuff that's happening in the country and what we need to work on as a next. So
yeah, this guy really has some good political ideas, folks. I think we should listen to him. He really seems like he's got his shit together. Like, he's got good ideas.
Who's going to come up and do some? Who is it? Who am I introducing next? John Mellis?
You're judging him way too harshly. It would be hard to perform like that if there was a man in the audience shoving Barbies up his ass. No. You don't understand. You don't understand. Rob Schneider's the man in the audience shoving Barbies up his ass. That's what he was doing right before he got on stage.
Set? All right, I'm going to sing for you. So who's... I will. You guys come up here. We're going to have music, and then I'm going to come back up. And that's the rumor I just heard. And then, so you guys stick around for a little bit, and I'll come back.
And he never came back on stage. He never came back on stage. Wait, I want to see this.
Y'all give it up for Rob Schneider. He will be back in just a little bit. We're going to have a panel discussion after these performers and make sure you hear what they have to say.
They really did the political equivalent of like the crook, like the shepherd's hook, and like pulling him off the stage. They did the modern day equivalent of that. That's crazy. He was a man who sucked. I don't know. I feel like that does a disservice to the men of the world who suck. You know, because there are a lot of guys who suck. I just don't think Rob Schneider doesn't suck. He does something entirely different.
I'd rather watch the Barbie dude or even dude with jar than more Rob Schneider.
I mean, he blows, but only in the way that a bomb blows, you know? I've never seen someone bomb that hard at comedy.
I look forward to his autobiography, Touching the Void, My Journey to 6 Barbies by Rob Schneider.
Into the abyss. my journey to 7 Barbies. Oh god. Show me where the guys who suck and blow. Oh, there and back again. A Barbie man's journey. No. A Barbie boy's journey into becoming a Barbie man. For a few Barbies more. We can't... Guys, stop. Ugh. Absolute... you know, my expectations going into this were already abysmally low, but genuinely, this somehow squeezed under that bar. It's like a one-dimensional comedy. It was just able to, like, slip under the bar. Anyway, Rob Schneider's favorite film, obviously, is Holes, but not for the reason you'd expect. Guys, look, I don't know how to make this appeal any stronger. If you aren't doing organizing with your local Dems and your local DSA, I want you to know that Rob Schneider is organizing with the Republicans. And if you don't organize in your local area, you're leaving primo real estate for Rob Schneider to move in and do a comedy set near you. You need to organize, because if you don't, they will be dropping bombs all across America. Okay? It's gonna be comedy that was stale back during the Mesozoic era, okay? Like, you gotta organize. Otherwise, no venue is safe. No bar or airport lounge will ever be a place of refuge for you. Only you can prevent Schneider comedy, it's true. Rob Schneider is recruiting by showing his film The Hot Chick. It's true. If Rob Schneider can do it coked up on like 12 different horse tranquilizers, you can do it on at least half that. All right? Like, I have faith in you guys. And I think we're setting the bar pretty low for our political activism. I think you guys can get involved more in your local politics than Rob Schneider can get involved in just about anything outside of Mattel's product line. So, all that being said, if you got anything out of this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also leave a comment. Let me know how many Barbies you think he had inside of him all along. And also, this is the worst. This is like the worst thing I've ever covered. Also, check out ImageneOlivia.com. Gender euphoric lingerie designed from the ground up for trans femmes. Also tested with cis men, cis women, non-binary folks, etc. It's wonderful. It fits. It's not tucking. It's elegant. It's sexy. Go check it out. ImageneOlivia.com. Link down in the description. And let's keep on going.
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube and where she streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, gaming, plenty more. Her sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord.